Hey, Candace here with Only One Life Creations. I'm working on my second Rolodex card for April. So I started with the Tim Holtz stamp and stencil set called Blossom. And I stamped all 3 of the flowers that are in the set on the card. Some of them go off the edge. And I'm using the Versamark glue ink so that I can go ahead and emboss with clear embossing powder. Here is my heat gun for a second. When I hold it up to the camera, you can't really see it, but it'll come together later on during the project. So next I'm going to break out the crayons. And these crayons are so water reactive that if you take an aqua brush or a water brush, it'll just move the color around very nicely, especially on smooth cardstock. It worked really great. So I started with a darker, and I went to the orange and yellow. I wanted some colors that would blend together and remind me of spring. And then I took a baby wipe and I wiped away some of the color because I definitely wanted those flowers that were embossed to show up. So here I'm wiping it away a little bit more. I did add more color. I did end up adding more color and then some purple around the edge. But I'm going to break out that stencil and use some seedless preserves around the edge of these so you can see that mottled look and to frame things in just a little bit more. And then I'm going to break out the Spellbinders dies. This one here with the fence and then the scalloped heart. And I stamped on the scalloped heart after I cut it out with the die. And then I put some worn lipstick around the edge just to give that a little bit more of a frame. Ultimately, I love the way this card came out. I love the colors. I love the black in the front and the brighter color in the back. And I also let my grandson have some of these distress crayons. He's only 19 months old, but if he colors on my clothes or whatever, this stuff comes right out, and you can't break them. So these have lasted for a long time. So there I am, just gluing everything on. It was a really fun card to make and fairly easy. I had to cut off a couple of pieces of the fence because of the Rolodex holes at the bottom, and then I took some black paint and watered it down and did a little bit of a splatter effect. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great week, and thumbs up and subscribe.